People migrating due to environmental disasters should be accorded refugee status in international law. Why there is an urgent need to address environmental refugees problem globally? Did Paris Agreement meet the challenge of increasing environmental refugees? What is the climate refugees? What is environmental migration? GS Paper 2, Effect of Policies and Politics of Developed and Developing Countries. What is the context about? An increasing number of people globally are facing displacement due to droughts, famines, rising sea levels and other natural disasters caused by climate change. This class of migrants has been labeled as environmental refugees in popular literature. According to the Internal Displacement Monitoring Center, an international body reviewing trends of internal displacement, an estimated 24 million people are being displaced annually by natural disasters since 2008. This crisis will make almost 500 million people worldwide environmental refugees by the end of the century. Why there is an urgent need to address environmental refugees problem globally? People migrating due to environmental disasters have no recognition of their refugee status in international law. It leaves them without any basic rights of rehabilitation and compensation. With the Brexit and the election of Donald Trump, we are already witnessing a world that is reactionary towards political refugees. Ignoring environmental refugees or their status under international law keeps them in legal limbo and endangers their survival. India, US and China are predicted to suffer tremendously from climate change-induced migration, resulting in large-scale displacement of their own populations. Therefore, it should be in their collective interest to lead efforts on finding an international resolution to this problem before the ensuing harm becomes irreparable. Did Paris Agreement meet the challenge of increasing environmental refugees? The Paris Agreement presented a unique opportunity to set the record straight by addressing the challenge of increasing environmental refugees. The agreement mainly dealt with recognizing the threat posed by climate change to livelihoods and human safety, and environmental refugees or migrants affected by climate change, providing technical and capacity-building support to national and local initiatives tackling such displacement, and developing suitable policies to manage loss and damage by addressing climate change-induced displacement. However, the Paris Agreement falls considerably short of these expectations. There is also little follow-up in the text of the agreement to address this problem. The recommendations of the task force have no binding authority and no details are provided on its functions, operations, funding and other aspects. This ambiguity further erodes confidence in the realistic capability of this task force to effectively tackle climate migration. What is the climate refugees? The term climate refugees refers to the subset of environmental migrants forced to move due to sudden or gradual alterations in the natural environment related to at least one of three impacts of climate change: sea level rise, extreme weather events, and drought and water scarcity. What is environmental migration? Environmental migrants are people who are forced to leave their home region due to sudden or long-term changes to their local environment which compromise their well-being or secure livelihood. Such changes are held to include increased droughts, desertification, sea level rise, and disruption of seasonal weather.